लद्दाख, a land of high passes. लद्दाख एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पे हम सब ड्रीम करते हैं जाने के लिए। लद्दाख के रास्ते पे हम सब गाड़ियाँ और बाइक चलाना चाहते हैं। We all dream of riding and driving on the roads of Ladakh. So this video is going to be the things you need to know before going to Ladakh, the permissions and every single bit detail you will come to know in this video.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Neiel, and I'll welcome you all to this wonderful video. I know ये थोड़ा video अलग होने वाला because it's a very first time that I'm doing a talk show with a very good friend of mine, Nikesh. And why this talk show? Because there were so many questions regarding on the Instagram asking me like, bro, what are the permissions that you need to go to Ladakh? Ladakh, Manali, it's become such a booming place after this unlocked session, right? So before we go ahead, let me welcome Nikesh Gupta, a very good friend of mine. Hi, Nikesh.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. So giving a brief about Nikesh, he is into ad agency. He's got his own ad agency, outdoor advertising, and he's doing really very good in this pandemic time. But yeah, maybe Nikesh went to Ladakh, and I thought, why not? He would be the very right person, the best person to answer all the questions that we have. Give us a brief about your Ladakh journey, how it was and how was your experience, and आपने क्या-क्या किया before going to Ladakh?
Well, we started on 6th of June, and we generally go on a lot of road trips, but Ladakh has always been there on my mind, you know. As in, like, this was my second trip to Ladakh. In 2012 also we had gone to Ladakh, me and my wife. इस बार हम लोग लेके गए थे with my small baby, 5-year-old baby also.
Wow.
So हाँ, तो being Ladakh, हम लोगों ने पहले doctors and also obviously हम लोगों ने भी consulted and all, and the doctors also said we are good to go. Other than that, obviously 6 June के time पे तो there was lot of थोड़ा सा crisis and all का issue चल रहा था, lockdown का, RT-pcr, even for national highways also, a lot of state highways were asking for RT-pcr. So what we did was we took one RT-pcr, we did one RT-pcr test in Bombay, which was valid for 72 hours. Then we started a journey, and the intention was to reach Kashmir or Srinagar or whatever. And वहाँ से, obviously, before entering Ladakh, also you need a new fresh RT-pcr report.
Oh.
So again, yes. So while during our journey, we did our RT-pcr test twice. Luckily, both the times we were negative, but we were kind of prepared. Honestly, हम लोग उसी हिसाब से prepared थे कि ना अगर by chance कुछ भी होगा ना, सबसे ज़्यादा worst case to worst case क्या होगा? We'll return back.
Perfect.
We are not going with any kind of a booking as such. You know, it's an impromptu road trip. We are not even decided where are we going to. Not at all.
Oh,
where are we going to stay tonight? वो भी decided नहीं है. जब तक we are driving, जब तक we are comfortable driving, तब तक हम लोग चला रहे और उसके बाद से we are stopping. Okay. And that's how, like, पहले तो initially we thought like we'll make this trip of around like 12 to 15 days, but we ended up in 25 days because after Ladakh we did Spiti also.
Oh,
right.
That's amazing.
But honestly, we crossed like 6 states. But honestly, कहीं पर भी ऐसा checking as such नहीं हुआ. While entering Srinagar, Kashmir enter point पे उन लोग ने एक बार पूछा हम लोग को, and उन लोग ने एक form भी हम लोग से fill up करवा के लिया and all that thing. They just asked, do you have RT-pcr negative test reports valid with you? And हम लोग ने हाँ बोला, obviously, which we were carrying the genuine one, not the fake one.
Right.
But हम लोग को मिल गया वहाँ से entry point and all, and that's how we entered.
Oh, that's nice. So you took your car. So which car did you take with you?
Last August I bought a Tata Nexon.
Wow.
It's a automatic car. And right. So उस हिसाब से मैंने लिया था कि थोड़ा सा road trip and all पे अपन use करेंगे.
Okay, that's amazing. So I have few questions written over here. So which route you took the Kashmir route with you? I mean, like via Jammu Kashmir you went.
Right. I wanted to do the circuit trip. So
Okay.
we started from Kashmir, and the point was to start from Kashmir and to come back from Manali side.
Okay, so during your course of travel, did you do any antigen test? Did they ask you to do any antigen test?
Before entering Ladakh, वहाँ पर हम लोग on the spot एक करते हैं before just after Kargil.
Okay.
हाँ, वहाँ पर किया. हाँ, on the spot within 20 minutes. Within 20 minutes you're out of there.
Actually, within 20 minutes you're out of there. Okay,
Right.
did you face any kind of breakdowns or with your
Not really,
domestic?
considering it's a no, it's considering it's a new car, तो कार ने as such lockdown ऐसा हम लोग को breakdown as such दिया नहीं, but there were a lot of streams. लद्दाख में honestly इतना ज्यादा dangerous streams हम लोग को as such मिले नहीं, but during Spiti we got 3-4 used streams जहाँ पे you won't believe cars like Innova जैसा भी अटके हुए थे, and there were 8 to 10 people those were trying to help. I saw one Altro जिसका टायर burst हो गया था, luckily अपनी गाड़ी अटकी नहीं. But
next one has
while going to Batal
got a
and
good ground
Chandra
clearance. Next one has got a good
ground clearance
compared to Ultra.
comparatively better है, comparatively better है.
So
Right.
now you told me like you had a baby, like you took your child with you, which is like 6-7 years.
Oh yes.
So
It's 5 years old now.
Now it's 5 years old. So the question is कि like high altitude में उसको कुछ problem हुआ है? Because at our age we can get used to it.
Honestly, we were थोड़ा सा worried, but जितना हम लोगों ने ऑनलाइन रिसर्च करके रखा हुआ था एंड डॉक्टर से हम लोगों ने जितना कंसल्ट किया हुआ था, तो उससे से we got the go ahead कि we can take a 5-year-old baby. In fact, we have been taking our baby like when उसका पहला ट्रिप था when he was like 3 months old. Now he has traveled to like 6-7 countries, more than 10 states in India. So he is used to traveling, but yes, but to travel to this kind of high altitude place थोड़ा सा एक हम लोगों को भी tricky लग रहा था. Just to be on a safer side, we were carrying the portable जो oxygen cylinder kit एक होता है.
Right.
Luckily ऐसा कहीं यहाँ पे use नहीं हुआ. We crossed the 3 of the most highest passes in India. मारा लश्शा भी किया हम लोग ने, खारदुंगला किया. But ऐसा कहीं पे ऐसा use as such नहीं हुआ. But we were carrying it. Just to be on a safer side. Srinagar we reached on the 5th day. Then 6th day Kargil.
Mm-hmm.
We took one more halt in Kargil. Mm-hmm. Then 7th day में we reached Leh market.
Wow. So 7 days in a car. तो कुछ लैंडस्लाइड कुछ काइंड ऑफ एडवेंचर आपको मिला रास्ते पे, लाइक लैंडस्लाइड्स एंड
मिला हम लोग को वहाँ पे रोड लैंडस्लाइड तो हम लोग को बहुत सारे मिले ही मिले, उसकी वजह से थोड़ा बहुत ट्रैफिक मिला हम लोग को. बट वन अमेजिंग फुटेज दैट वी गॉट बिकॉज वहाँ पे कुछ जस्ट लैंडस्लाइड हुआ था एंड the highway people, the bro people were actually blasting this thing, the road.
Oh, okay. So going ahead with this thing, so what about your food, like your stay and food? You said it was on the go, but now staying with your family. So कैसा होता है ना, like when we do a solo trip, right? So जैसे कि आपने कहा आपने पहले भी लद्दाख किया था, but when you do a solo trip, we can stay anywhere. Like you give us a normal rooms to a normal like room मिल गया, bed मिल गया, बस हो गया हमारे लिए. But when you go with your family, did you get the right property? Because safety comes to the most, like ना important हो जाता है safety when you're with your wife and a kid. So did you get good stay, like on the go without any planning?
Honestly, Ladakh is not a leisure destination, you know. It's obviously a more of an adventure destination, wherein and especially when we are not going in a package kind of a thing, you know. So obviously we were kind of prepared कि हम लोग को कहीं पे lodge में भी रुकना पड़ेगा, हम लोग को एकदम basic सा stay भी करना पड़ेगा. And you won't believe, हम लोग ने इस trip में we stayed in Radisson also.
Wow.
And one of a night we stayed जहाँ पे it was a common dormitory. It was a 12-bed डॉर्मेट्री जहाँ पे ट्रक ड्राइवर्स आके सोते थे. उन्होंने बस बोल दिया लकीली उस डॉर्मेट्री उस रात को फॉर्चुनेटली और कोई आया नहीं, अदरवाइज वी वुड हैव शेयर्ड दैट बेड विद 9 ऑफ द अदर ड्राइवर्स आल्सो. देयर इज अ प्लेस कॉल्ड सरचू जहाँ पे कुछ भी अकोमोडेशन.
राइट ओके यस.
एंड वी रीच्ड व्हाट अराउंड वेरी लेट अराउंड 11:30 इन द नाइट. सो वी वर लाइक जो मिल गिर रहा है अभी ले ले, तो बिकॉज उसके बाद से जो नेक्स्ट स्टॉप है इज गोइंग टू बी लाइक 6 hours अवे, बाताल. तो हम लोग बोला अभी जैसा भी यहीं पे रुक जाते हैं. So we stayed in that kind of accommodation also, and honestly not advisable. Honestly, if थोड़ा सा planning करके जाएंगे तो that will be much better. But हमारा family is kind of prepared. As I told you, like we have stayed in tents also. We have stayed in the most luxurious 5 stars also. तो अपना बच्चा भी थोड़ा accommodating है. Wife also knows कि यार हम लोग थोड़ा adventure trip पे हैं. We are not going with any kind of it's not a leisure trip basically कि आपका पैकेज है, आप वहाँ पर पहुंचो और आपका खाना रेडी है, टेंट रेडी है या अकोमोडेशन रेडी है. ऑन द स्पॉट हम लोग को हमारे बजट के हिसाब से जो मिल रहा है. You won't believe we stayed in the room for 200 rupees a night. Can you believe this? जो ट्रक ड्राइवर के साथ में हम लोग जो शेयर किया, that was 200 rupees. That is not that dirty as such, but during the COVID times, it's not advisable to share the bed and the room with others, you know, especially with my wife and baby. But we were kind of helpless, but that's okay. I would consider that as not the best of the decisions, but it will be remembered for quite some time.
Exactly. During this pandemic time, staying with other people, especially truck drivers.
Right.
See, I'm not. मैं ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि like ना, they are not good, but कैसा they travel more. meet more people,
True.
लोग ज़्यादा लोग को मिलते, so virus is coming from an unknown sources would be very, बोलते ना एकदम doubtful रहता जब भी हम we share a room.
That was the place जहाँ पे हमारी जैसे गाड़ी थे. There were more than 100 more cars there. You won't believe, I saw one Jaguar car also. So I'm just wondering, the Jaguar car owner को भी वहाँ पर रुकना पड़ा था for that matter, you know. So that is the point जहाँ पर ज़्यादा accommodation.
There's a saying ना, beggars are not choosers.
हाँ, true. They are not choosers for the day. Beggars are not choosers for the day. So that's okay. But ठीक है, we have stayed in basics का tent also. We have stayed in luxurious hotels also. During this trip also, while coming we stayed in Radisson. While coming back from Ladakh, ये वाला stay जो हम लोग को सर्चों में मिला था, we stayed in this kind of accommodation also. Otherwise, all the accommodations were pretty good. And in fact, during हम लोग जिस time पे गए थे, तो वहाँ पर honestly इतना ज़्यादा tourist का inflow नहीं था, तो इसलिए we got normal, I would say much better deals. As in like Pangong में we got what 2,000 rupees में with meals and a lake facing cottage.
Wow.
I would consider that as a quite cheap deal.
That is because when
Nubra
I went
also,
to Pangong, we paid 4,000 rupees for a tent with meals. We were 4 people. We were 4 people.
Okay.
Like per person $1,000.
Okay.
So but the basic cost of the tent was 4,000 rupees. It was that much in Pangong that time.
Oh, okay.
So getting at this deal is really great.
नहीं, इस बार हम लोग को comparatively हम लोग को थोड़ा अच्छा मिला. हाँ, normal car का check.
So from Ladakh you took the Manali route. So from Ladakh
Manali से भी return आते time. Honestly हम लोग मनाली तक आए नहीं, because after Pangong we decided there's one more beautiful lake called Sumori.
Right.
Not many people go there. Not many people are aware. In fact, for that lake, you also have to take another separate ILP. So luckily the ILP that I had, उसी को मैंने extension करवा दिया था. There is a agent who can get it done for us. He'll just charge what like 100 rupees per person. But WhatsApp पे उनको सब अपने documents सब उनको forward कर दो, and he'll get it done for you.
Oh, that's
that way.
That's
so we went to Sumori also. We stayed there for 2 nights. And after that, we could have come to Leh, or we could have come to Manali, but there was one shortcut from towards Manali. So we decided कि चलो ये वाले रास्ते से हम लोग जाते हैं.
Okay, and then you did Spiti as well.
हाँ, तो बस वहीं पे मनाली वाले रास्ते पर हम लोग आए, और उसके बाद से there is a अटल टनल तक literally हम लोग basically common रास्ता आ जाता है.
Right. So you went through Atal
start from Leh. No, अटल टनल हमारे just right हमारे side में था, and we decided to go via Gramfu. वहाँ से हम लोग लेफ्ट ले लेंगे तो we go स्पीति, हम लोग अटल टनल ले लेंगे तो then we reach Manali.
Okay.
Then we decided कि चलो स्पीति भी कर लेते हैं. हाँ.
So how was the things in Spiti?
Amazing. स्पीति थोड़ा सा नेटवर्क के हिसाब से थोड़ा सा not that great है. लद्दाख में तो एयरटेल काफी अच्छा चला.
Right.
But
Airtel and BSNL is the basic, and especially postpaid. Prepaid numbers don't work.
प्रीपेड तो करते ही नहीं है. स्पीति में भी सिर्फ जियो एंड BSNL. लद्दाख में लकीली जियो, BSNL प्लस एयरटेल.
अच्छा, जियो भी एक्टिव हो गया वहाँ पे.
Oh, very much better than Airtel.
That's nice. So something new to hear that Jio भी active हो चुका है लद्दाख में. So that's really.
Oh yes.
जब मैं गया था, I have a Airtel number prepaid.
If you're
So मेरे को
हाँ एयरटेल का इतना इशू नहीं होगा फॉर लद्दाख, बट सिटी में डेफिनेटली होगा. सो इफ योर व्यूअर्स आर प्लानिंग टू गो देयर एंड दे आर प्लानिंग टू गो एंड टेक अ प्रीपेड सिम, देन दैट वोंट बी पॉसिबल. वहां पर नहीं मिल रहा है इजीली.
Okay, so which was more convenient in regards to permission, Spiti or Ladakh? Spiti में कितना
honestly कहीं पर भी ऐसा परमिशन का सच
प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं हुआ.
परमिशन एज सच कहीं पर भी लगा नहीं, बिकॉज वहां पर एक अलग से एक हम लोग को एक लगता है एक ई-पास. If you want to go to particularly Chandratal, then we have to apply for a Chandratal का e-pass. But हम लोग ने apply करके रखा हुआ था, हम लोग को time पे मिला नहीं, या तो probably I was
online
out of network that time.
Was it online?
सब online था. It was online.
Okay.
और if you want to go to Chandratal, then you have to apply for a e-pass in हिमाचल प्रदेश का गवर्नमेंट का वेबसाइट पे. बट हम लोग को टाइम पे मिला नहीं, तो हम लोग ने क्या किया, चेक पोस्ट हम लोग ने बोल दिया कि वी आर गोइंग काजा. इफ यू हैव टू गो टू काजा, यू डोंट हैव टू, नो वन इज आस्किंग. बट इफ यू आर गोइंग टू चंद्रताल, देन यू हैव टू, दे आर आस्किंग फॉर ई-पास. बट वी स्टेड काजा, बट वी वेंट टू चंद्रताल.
Okay. So there was no problem as such.
No problem. That was the point, because that was the point जहाँ पर the Gramfu to Spiti वाला जो stretch है, that's considered to be one of the worst in India at the moment. So there were 3 cars which were returning. मैंने लोगों को, मुझे तो ऐसा लगा they have just completed the circuit. मैंने लोगों को बोला how was the journey? और बोलता नहीं भाई हम लोग नहीं जा रहे, हमारी छोटी गाड़ी है. So they were in Swift and all. So उन लोगों they decided after 20 kilometers they decided कि नहीं आना है. In fact that was the stretch जहाँ पे I saw 2 of the bikers जहाँ पे उनके हाथ से खून आ रहा था. So that's ये जो चाचा चाची का जो ढाबा वाला जो stretch जिसको बोलते हैं ना मनाली से, that's considered to the worst in India at the moment. So you have to be extra careful. It will take just to travel like 80 kilometers. You have to it will take around 6 to 7 hours. मतलब literally road है ही नहीं.
रोड है
आपको चलाना है रोड.
Okay.
रोड तो है ही नहीं. दूर तक रोड ही नहीं है.
It's like you did a good off-roading patch for you. 80 kilometers
off-road तो
full on.
ऑफ रोड तो मैग्नेटिक हिल पे तो हम लोग एक बार ऑफ रोड करने के लिए गए थे एंड उसके बाद से तो बाय डिफॉल्ट हम लोग को जर्नी पे कितने ऑफ रोड मिल गए.
Just ki like if you have to tell about your experience of Ladakh and Spiti driving from Bombay, you can just give a brief about it, a small gist about it.
It's a drive to remember.
Okay.
If I have to sum it up in one line, it's a drive to remember. As in, like means you have to do it once in a lifetime. I don't know what kind of a person you are, but you have to chase your dreams. I'm not saying that travel is the only. A lot of people talk only about you should travel. It's not only about travel. Whatever you like, please do it. Whatever you like. A lot of people have the passion कि यार मेरे को जगुआर में घूमना है, मेरे को ना 4 BHK बंगलो में रहना है. It's okay. Whatever you like, आपको जो भी आपका ड्रीम है ना परस्यू करना है, आपको प्लीज उसको कीजिए. But don't wait कि यार, don't wait. Gone are the days यार कि ना अभी आपको ना 10 years तक आप कमाओ, उसके बाद से then you start spending on it. These are really uncertain times. COVID has taught me. COVID has taught my family. मतलब I've been traveling for quite some time. As in this was like our 18th state in India. मेरे फैमिली हमेशा बोलते हैं पैसे बचाओ एंड यू नेवर नो यार, एक अलग सा कोविड एक आएगा एंड बूम लाइफ गॉन. क्या करोगे आप उतने पैसे का? इट्स ओके, यू शुड हैव दैट फाइनेंशियल स्टेबिलिटी आल्सो. आई एम नॉट सेइंग, बट थोड़ा सा प्लानिंग करके आप करो.
To the last question, which is the most important question I'll say. आपका कितना खर्चा हुआ इस ट्रिप पे? Like doing Bombay, Ladakh, Spiti and then Bombay.
पर्टिकुलरली ऐसा मैंने ऐसा कुछ ट्रैक नहीं किया था. हाँ, बट अप्रोक्सीमेटली आई थिंक अप्रोक्सीमेटली 1,20,000 के रेंज में गया है.
Okay, but it was a family trip, so yeah, definitely. And you stayed, as you said, for couple of days. Every destination you stayed for 2 days. So approx a lakh,
right.
20,000. Okay.
It was a 25 days trip.
So in last few words you would like to say to our viewers before we sum up this informative video?
Oh yes, if you have Ladakh or Spiti in your mind, please do it. But please do not make fake RT-pcr reports and all. It's very handy, I know, but don't do that. Because हमारा तो वैसे ही था कि if we are RT-pcr हमारा positive आता था ना, तो trust me मैं उसको fake बना के नहीं जाता था. Because I don't want to risk those mountain people. Yeah, they have very limited access to the hospitals and उनके medical facility हमारे इससे इतनी अच्छी नहीं है. And there's a place called Spiti Valley, mud village and all. There's a population of like what 280. But उन लोग के पास बोलते हैं ना कि वहाँ पे network उन लोग को even if they want to get an internet access, they have to drive 10 kilometers away. You know, so let's not risk their lives. आप जाओ, if government is allowing, you are obviously legally allowed to go, but do not make fake RT-pcrs and all.
Thank you so much for this last message of yours, and this is actually very important, the fake reports, because हम बहुत लोग ऐसे करते हैं कि हम fake reports बना देते हैं. So that was one good informative
right
information that you gave us. So yes, thank you so much Nikesh for removing time and coming on this call. I know हम लोग ने plan किया था आमने सामने बैठ के बात करें, but yes, timings were not matching, especially for me because a lot of work coming up. But yes, thank you so much for coming up and joining the Zoom call.
And last part of the video जहाँ पे हम end कर रहे थे, वहाँ पे कुछ तो problem हुआ और videos मतलब ना blur होना शुरू हो गया. Maybe because अब जब Zoom call पे थे internet connection जो था बहुत low था और उसकी वजह से शायद वो problem हो सकता है. But I hope कि आपके जितने भी questions थे, सारे questions या जितने भी doubts थे, सारे solve हो गए रहेंगे regarding the permits, the stay, और स्पेशली अगर आप फैमिली के साथ ट्रिप प्लान कर रहे हो या फिर आप सोलो प्लान कर रहे हो. अगर आप सोलो कुछ प्लान कर रहे हो, मैंने ऑलरेडी मेरा एक पहला वीडियो बना चुका हूँ, मुंबई टू लद्दाख गोइंग ऑन अ सोलो राइड. तो उसका लिंक ऊपर आई कार्ड में आ गया रहेगा. एंड इफ़ यू वांट सम मोर, और ये इस वीडियो में क्या था, मोर ऑफ परमिशंस बिकॉज ऑफ कोविड का सीन सब चल रहा था, तो ये उसके बारे में था. सो आई होप ये वीडियो आपके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा यूजफुल रहा होगा. एंड अगर आप किसी को जानते हो जो लद्दाख ट्रिप प्लान करने वाला है बट उसके दिमाग में क्वेश्चंस है, तो आप ये वीडियो उसको फॉरवर्ड कर सकते हो. बट इफ़ यू लाइक दिस वीडियो, डू शेयर विद योर फ्रेंड्स, सब्सक्राइब इफ यू वेरी न्यू टू माय चैनल. एंड अगर आपने अभी तक यहाँ पे देख ही लिया होगा तो कमेंट सेक्शन पे आप लिख सकते हो कि अगर मैंने कुछ पॉइंट मिस किया होगा. ठीक है, saying that thank you so much guys for staying tuned to my channel. Always remember to ride with your helmets on, buckle up when you drive, and wear a mask when you get out of the house. Take care guys, God bless you all. I'll see you all soon in an upcoming vlogs.